So here we are. Greetings and salutations. Escape from New York, right? I love this movie. Yeah, I'm so happy to be doing this review today. I just watched it again yesterday for the umpteenth time. What the fuck is umpteenth? Where does that come in the numerical order? Escape from New York. And here we go. I love this movie. This is one of my favorite movies of all time. Sometimes it enters my top 10. It's not always in there because my top 10 changes. It just changes. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I don't want to say week to week, day to day, but it just changes whenever it does. Escape from New York. Sometimes it'll be in there. Sometimes it'll be out. I love this movie. It's visually captivating to watch. The start off of the movie says, in the year 1988, the crime rate in the United States climbs 400%. 400%.
What in the ass?
New York City is just trash. It's so what they do is, New York City has become the maximum security penitentiary for the whole United States. You get it, you commit any sort of a crime, you're going there. The police force is camped like an army around Manhattan Island in New York City. And they built I think a 50 foot or 100 foot 50 foot containment wall all around Manhattan Island. The bridges and the waterways are mined. And that's it, man. Yeah, this film came out in 1981, and they were predicting that would happen in 1989. Well, as we know, we didn't. But hey, the way this country's going, who knows? This is the year, what is it, 2020 now? Imagine the year 2028. Could happen.
Dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria.
I mean, it's a possibility. It definitely is. Yeah, they say the rules are simple. If you're a criminal, once you go in, you don't come out. So what happens is they're monitoring air traffic control. So an airplane's entering the airspace near New York City, where this penitentiary is, right? And they're trying to communicate with it. And its code is David 14. They're all like, David 14 acknowledge. David 14 acknowledge. And they give him some fucking bullshit. It's over, guys, you assholes, blah, 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 blah.
Dirty word! He said a dirty word!
And they don't, and so they check it all in their computer systems, and it doesn't, there's no listing for David 14. Curious. Damn curious. So they keep talking, they keep listening to this terrorist, on the plane. They're telling him they're going to crash inside New York City, right? Inside Manhattan Island. They're going to purposely crash the plane. And all of a sudden, on the teleprompter, it comes up, says, code name David 14, aircraft identity, Air Force One. So they hijack the president's plane, crashes inside New York City, where it's filled with all these criminals. And the president, he survives because he gets in this escape pod that was on the plane, and he was protected. The Duke of New York, who's played brilliantly. I can't even fucking talk.
Yeah. I'll think about whether you should start.
Played brilliantly by musician Isaac Hayes. Yeah, Isaac Hayes plays the Duke of New York. number 1. He's got the president. They try to go in, take him by force. They land their choppers inside there. And this punk rock, Billy Idol looking dude, really scrawny, cut. He's got a fucking Dragon Ball Z haircut going on. I mean, this is serious Dragon Ball Z shit going on. And he's got all these armbands. He's got makeup on. And he's holding this little thing, this bloody handkerchief. And he opens it up. and it's one of the president's fingers, the one with the ring on it that has the president's seal on it. You touch me, he dies. You're not near in 30 seconds, he dies. Hulk is played by legendary actor Lee Van Cleef. You guys might know him. He was in this famous movie, this western, the spaghetti western called The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Yeah. Anyways, Lee Van Cleef is in this. He plays Hulk. And he's going to tell the president I want to go with my plan. They recruit, or he wants to talk to and send in this character, this criminal named Snake Plissken. Let me tell you about Snake Plissken. He tried, at the beginning, there's a part of the film that was cut out. Snake Plissken tried to rob the federal depository and got caught. He supposedly was the youngest person ever decorated by the president with the Medal of Honor, and he has two purple hearts. This guy he's a fucking badass. But now he dresses like a badass. I mean, Snake Plissken, man. Kurt Ressell kills it. He kills it, man. So he wants to send Snake Plissken in to go get the president. Alright? That's the setup. You have the rest of the movie to find out what happens. The costume in this is phenomenal. I wanted to be Snake Plissken. Every fucking dude in the country, when this movie came out, wanted to be Snake Plissken. Kurt Russell's got the long fucking hair. He's got the 7-day shadow going. He's got an eye patch. He's got this tight, tank top, Under Armour shit thing going on. And on top of that, he's got this, leather jacket, almost like Indiana Jones. And then he's got the camouflage army pants. And he's got the big old, Mad Max, biker boots going on. The costumer for this movie, fantastic. Fantastic. But not only that, I was used to seeing Kurt Russell in these, Disney films.
Why?
And then, this is the second movie that he worked on with John Carpenter. They actually met when Kurt was filming this Elvis Presley story made for TV movie that was also directed by John Carpenter. And I guess that's where they met. But anyways, I'm used to seeing him in Disney roles, you know? He comes walking onto the screen and he is jacked. I mean, but this was back in 1981. Back then, if you watch the movie, you'll see, he's built. But compared to these guys nowadays, they got these trainers and they're working, they're taking all these enhancers, they're drinking whey protein and all kinds of pills, and I don't know, maybe some of them are even on steroids. Kurt Russell, you can tell, he didn't take steroids for this, he just worked out. And he looks fucking buff and badass with his costume and his muscles, and not only that, but Kurt Russell, he saw Snake Plissken as kind of like a Clint Eastwood type of character. Like in the Westerns. That's what John Carpenter thought this movie was. It's basically, John Carpenter himself says this is basically a Western.
When do the cowboys go into the tent, lick their palms, and have sex with each other?
Different kind of Western.
This guy comes to town who everybody thinks is dead.
I thought you were dead, Mr. McCandles.
Not hardly.
He cleans it up. Except in this one, instead of cleaning it up, he comes to town to rescue the sheriff. And so, yeah, Kurt Russell goes, I'm doing Clint Eastwood, man. I'm talking like this through the entire movie.
All right, I'm standing on the street corner, and Mrs. Gray there comes up and propositions me. If I come home with her, for $5, she'll put on an exhibition with a Shetland pony.
And he does it perfectly, man. He does it perfectly. I mean, the cast in this movie, you got Kurt Russell as Snake Plissken, legendary actor Lee Van Cleef as the police force guy, Hulk. You got Tom Atkins from other John Carpenter movies, great character actor. The president is played by Donald Pleasance, who you guys might know was Dr. Loomis in John Carpenter's Halloween. So that's where you know him from. Isaac Hayes as the Duke of New York. Ernest Borgnine, for Christ's sake, as he plays this guy named Cabby because he drives a cab. I don't know what his crime was, but he's in New York City and he drives a cab. He drives all the criminals around the town, I guess. Well, Brain is played by Harry Dean Stanton, who you will remember from Alien, the original Alien, Ridley Scott's Alien. No, he's not the dude. He's not the guy with the alien pops out of his stomach and all gross and takes off. And no, that was somebody. I forgot who that was. That was John Hurt. Yeah, that was John Hurt. Harry Dean Stanton's the first one that gets killed by the alien in Alien. But anyways, Maggie is played by the beautiful, sexy, and talented Adrienne Barbeau. Yes, Adrienne Barbeau. I had a huge crush on her, like almost all the women I talk about in these fucking videos. I don't know.
Because I love you. There. I didn't mean to tell you, but you dragged it out of me.
So anyway, yeah, Adrienne Barbeau, I had a huge crush on her. I still do. Yeah, she was actually married to John Carpenter. I think they're divorced now. But yeah, she was in a couple of John Carpenter's films. She was in The Fog, John Carpenter's The Fog, which is also an excellent film. I'll probably be reviewing that sooner or later. The only other thing I seen Adrienne Barbeau in was this like cheap B movie, like from I think it was the 80s, called Swamp Thing. Yeah, they made a movie version of DC's Swamp Thing, DC Comics Swamp Thing. Don't get me started on that. Anyways, yeah, she's in this and she looks so gorgeous. Anyway, she plays Brain Squeeze, so she's in this too. This movie cost $6 million to make, and it made $25 million, so it did make a profit. What they did to look like New York City at the time, John Carpenter had his location scouts out, and they called him up and said, "Hey, yeah, there was a fire, massive fire in I think it's like St. Louis I think it was in St. Louis, burned down half the fucking city." And it's just trashed. It's like crumbling. That's an actual burnout city that you see in Escape from New York. Mostly natural lighting, and they use they had these new cameras that just came out where it would allow them to film at night without using any extra lighting. Where you can the film, I guess the speed or whatever, it captured the light more. Whatever. I mean. It's brilliant the way they filmed this movie. Dean Cundy was the cinematographer on this, the director of photography, and Dean Cundy's worked on most of Carpenter's films. I think he worked on Halloween, but I know for a fact he worked on The Fog, he worked on The Thing, he worked on this. Other than John Carpenter's films, Dean Cundy was also the director of photography on films like Jurassic Park, Hook, all 3 Back to the Future movies. So he's pretty damn fucking good. And he does an excellent job in Escape from New York. You guys got to watch this movie, man. I find it somewhere. Watch it on Hulu, fucking Amazon. It's not on Netflix. I got Netflix. It's not on there. Wherever you can find this film, watch it. And once again, watch it on a big flat screen 55-inch TV. Turn the sound way up. Turn it all the way up, man.
I don't want to watch it upstairs on the small TV. I want to watch it downstairs on the big TV.
John Carpenter himself does the music. Just like he did for Halloween. He does the music himself. And doesn't use an orchestra. Doesn't use like the Boston Tabernacle Choir. It's just John Carpenter, some keyboards, and a synthesizer, man. And just like with Halloween, this music is kick-ass. It is fucking kick-ass. I mean, it fits the tone of the movie. It fits the scenery, the emotional whatever that's happening. Yeah, I mean, Carpenter did the music to Halloween himself. You know, there's a lot of people in this country that have Halloween as their fucking ringtone on their phones. That's how famous that fucking... It's just as famous as the Raiders of the Lost Ark theme or the Star Wars theme. Escape from New York is no different. It's got that It's got a fucking beat, man. Alright, let's talk a little bit about Kurt Ressell, shall we? Kurt Ressell is playing Snake Plissken. Right now, you guys can catch him on Netflix. He's in the Christmas Chronicles Part 2. They might even have Part 1 still on there. So anyways, Kurt Ressell. He's done the Christmas Chronicles, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, as Star-Lord's dad, right? He was in John Carpenter's The Thing, John Carpenter's Big Trouble in Little China. He was in like shitload of Disney films in the 70s. He was Wyatt Earp in Tombstone, which is another fantastic, one of the best westerns ever made. He was fucking Captain Ron, man. Captain Ron. You guys gotta watch that too. Yeah, Quentin Tarantino's Death Proof. Stuntman Mike. Kurt Russell, man. Awesome actor. Yeah, so anyways, yeah. Kurt Russell also went on record saying that Snake Plissken was his favorite character. Nick Castle helped John Carpenter write this movie. Nick Castle also played Michael Myers in Halloween.
Isn't that a daisy?
There you go. So anyways, yeah, that's it for my review. I hope you like Escape from New York. I hope you're staying safe and staying healthy. Alright, guys? I'll talk to you later.